Alright, hey guys, it's Bree from AZ, and I'm going to go ahead and do my January paycheck number 1 closeout with you guys. So let's get started. So I have my book here. Actually, I need to take out my variable page here. Back to here, and then calculations here, and I'm going to need my red pen, which in here somewhere. Okay. And it's a little bit muggy in here, so I'm going to take my sweatshirt off real quick. Okay. So let's get started. Let me zoom you guys in. And we will start. Okay, so for my income, it was actually $14.57 and 80 cents. My husband's income was $11.46 and 37 cents. Our rollover was actually $143 and 36 cents, making our total $2,747 and 53 cents. Okay, then we go down to our bills. Our Audi was actually $366.27. Our Disney Plus was $761. Our loan was $408.72. Our PayPal, or my husband's PayPal for his Apple storage was $106. And then our GRTI bill went up just a little bit, so it is now $29.52. My husband's Discover, I think he paid some off with his stimulus, so we ended up not coming out of our joint account, so there's actually $0. And then our Hulu did come out to $24.65. All right, so now let me move this up. So for our spending, we did each get $100. And then for groceries, if you can look over here, we spent quite a bit, and we ended up going over $26.50. So we spent $426.50. So I'm going to put that here with my bright red pen. And then for gas, you can look here. We spent $115.80, and so we were under by $59.20, which was good. $15.80. And then eating out again, we went over quite a bit. Yeah, I mean, here the day we got paid, my husband had breakfast, my daughter had a couple of burritos, and then for dinner I got my daughter and myself Taco Bell, and then that evening I got my husband and son pizza. So that Friday we spent 4 different times on food, and then the following Sunday my husband wanted buca di beppo, which is Italian, so we ordered takeout, and that was that. And then I mean, it was just spending. All these little ones like $8.91, $10.62, those are my husband when he eats breakfast there. So I just wasn't really paying attention to all the transactions at once. And I mean, even here I knew we only had $31, and I ordered pizza again, and that was just because it was my day to cook. I was tired of cooking. I always cook on my day, but this day I just did not feel like cooking, so I ordered that. And I was going to take it out of my account, but I noticed that we had a little bit extra coming in, so I knew we would be able to cover it, which shouldn't be in my head, but so that ended up happening. So we ended up spending $257.18. So $257.18. And then our unbudgeted, we went over as well. We budgeted $25. My husband used the debit card at the USPS, the US Postal Service. We had, for his mother's funeral, we had memorial cards, and somebody made us some pens with my mother-in-law's name and her date of birth and her date of death on there, and it had like a little quote on it. Let me see. Hold on just a second. I think I have one right here. Okay, maybe not. I think they're in the other room. Anyway, so people that couldn't come to the funeral, we had asked them to give us their address so that we could send them some pens and some memorial cards and things like that. And then for those that donated, we sent out thank you cards. So that was all mailing fees right there. And I guess we just didn't expect it to be that much, but because of the pens that were in there, you know, the envelopes couldn't be bent, so there was like an extra charge for that. I don't know. So anyways, that came out to that amount, so we didn't really budget for that. And I thought that maybe my husband was going to pay for it because we had already given away the donation money to his dad. So I don't know. That, I mean, doesn't really matter. We still had the money in our account, so it was covered. And then my husband's first Premier card, he was supposed to close that and he didn't, so we had a monthly charge of $11.40. So we ended up spending $75.70 on unbudgeted stuff. But again, things happen. You just have to roll with the punches and just put it in there. You know, we didn't expect it, but we always have extra money in our account just for that occasion. But I always try to keep it under 25, so we'll see how that goes this next pay period. So for our grand total came out to $19,1301 with the remaining balance of $834.52. Okay, so So now we will go down into our cash envelopes. So $834.52. And these numbers all stayed the same at 50, 10, 20, 20, 20, 30, and 20. So that gives us a grand total of $170 from the $834. Now gives us $664.52. Okay, so now we will go down to our sinking funds, and these all remain the same. So $664.52. So we have $10. Ugh, I'm writing. Okay, I'm gonna move my chair to the side so I can write how I normally write. Okay, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, and 5. Okay, so since all those remain the same, this number remained the same at $90. Subtracting from the 664 now gives us 574.52. And then go ahead and bring that down to our debt, which is $574.52, $50, and $50, giving us $524.52. Bringing that down to our savings, $524.52, and we did put $100 into our savings, and $100 into savings, now giving us a balance of $424.52. So that is what, I hope you guys are able to see that, giving us a rollover of $424.52. Ugh, my handwriting got wonky right there. But that is our closeout budget. So bring you guys back out, and there we go. So as you can see, we went over budget in our Wi-Fi bill and our groceries, our eating out, and our miscellaneous. But because our income was a little bit higher than anticipated, we were able to cover the extra amount there. Usually I don't even like to assume that we have more income than anticipated, but that is what the unbudgeted amount is for. So we did extremely well, considering we did go over in 4 areas in our budget. But again, life happens, you adjust, and we just make sure that we always have a little extra in our bank account to cover that. And even if we didn't, we do have our emergency fund in our cash envelopes, to where, you know, I could have taken it out of there and put it into, you know, our other income and use that towards, the overage if we needed to. But we had enough in our account to where I didn't need to do that. So thank goodness for that. So that is the end of our closeout budget. And as you can see, I ended up whiting out here and then whiting out all the way to over here because I miscalculated here and it threw all my numbers off. So I don't know if you guys can really see it, but those are all whited out because when I did my cash breakdown, I found out this was not 300, it was 310. So and I didn't do this part on camera, so that's why you guys didn't see the correction, but I'm pretty sure some of you guys noticed it when I was doing the calculations over here, so sorry for that. And then so we have my expense tracker here, and we have started our new variable sheet here. My husband did get breakfast yesterday, so we have already used $8.91 out of our variables. Other than that, oh, I did transfer my 100, so I need to do that. I think my husband did as well. But other than that, we have not used anything, but I am on my way to the grocery store where the bank is at, so I'm going to pick up some groceries and get my cash out for my cash stuffing. So let me go ahead and pop this one back in. And that'll be that. Alright guys, again, any questions, leave them down below or contact me through my email. If you need any of the sheets that I have created, go ahead and email me and I can send them to you that way. I will also leave them down in this description, but they will be in Google Docs, which isn't the same exact format that I use because I use well. So once they're in Google Docs, it's not the exact same form. I mean, it's similar, but it's not the exact way that it normally shows on my side. So just an FYI. But they are all editable. You can edit them. I can't say the word. Any way you want. I think with this sheet, I left them all blank, so you can put whatever you want in there. I think the other sheet somebody was asking for was, I can't remember what it was. But I also have my sinking fund sheet in there. I think I left all of my categories here, but you can delete them and put whatever you want. You can change the font to whatever you want. That's fine. And then the other thing was, oh, the cash trackers that I have in my little binder. Those are in there as well, which just look like this. So you can delete what's up here and then print it out and use it how you will. I have it to where it's on both sides, so I have it front and back, and that is because I have it centered exactly in the middle of the page, so you can print one side on one and then print on the other side the exact same thing, and then you can just cut it out. Just leave a little margin on each side and it'll be exactly in the middle. So that is how it's that way. So those will all be in the description, or I will link the video where the description is for those. But I am going to try and do it on every video of what I do use. Okay guys, I will see you in the next one for my cash envelope stuffing. Bye guys.